Coach, I'd like to get your thoughts on the game as a whole to start off, please.
Disappointing. Obviously, the result says ugly. Kind of a weird game as far as I was concerned. First period, totally fine. We give up what I thought was a fairly easy power play goal, and still fine. It's 2-1, or it's 1-1. We have a power play, and the next thing you know, it's 4-1. We took 2 penalties while we were on the power play. We took a penalty to go down 5-on-3. So once again, found ways to shoot ourselves in the foot, and those pucks ended up on our net. As it turns out, our goaltender was injured. We didn't realize that. So just another night of disappointment and finding different ways to lose. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure the last time we had 37 shots on net. That was, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, their guy looked pretty solid in their net for sure. But the third period, I thought we had some really good chances, and obviously at that time I don't want to say it's a foregone conclusion, but at 4-1, it's a long way to go for sure. So just disappointing, but an odd game.
Sure. You mentioned the 37 shots on goal. That's a season high for you this year, and we've talked about it after games before about wanting to get more shots in on net, but their guy turned most of them away, and seemed like there were a couple of times where he gave a second chance opportunity.
Yeah.
What's going to be the key to getting in those spots to get that?
Well, I thought we were, for the most part, we were there. I just don't think we capitalized on the second and third opportunity. And I can think of 3 or 4 times where we should have shot and we didn't. Which is, now you're talking upwards of 40 shots, and just, it'll always be get to the inside, compete, fight for the second effort, fight for the third effort in terms of the hunting down pucks in the offensive zone. But that, and the other part that was weird as the game went on, you lose Crowder to a penalty, and then you lose a goaltender who all of a sudden was hurt and didn't save. We didn't even know, and then 2 forwards went out. So, now we've got nobody on the bench. Just an odd game, but overall disappointing.
Seemed like your guys at the end, you got that 5-minute major power play. They kept trying. They kept going for it.
Yeah.
They kept fighting even at the end. Does that help going into tomorrow's game?
I don't think this group has quit over the course of time. I don't think it's quit. So does it help us going into tomorrow? Not necessarily. What I want to help us going into tomorrow is the burning feeling that we lost again. And I'm not sure that that's quite there enough of the time. But we've been in this position before. Another gut punch, you pick yourself back up, and you go back to work tomorrow.
What do you tell the guys before tomorrow's game?
We'll look at the tape and we'll go with the X's and O's piece, and this is what they want to do in their breakouts, and this is what they want to do in different situations and so on. But it's not going to be, rah speech time. They've got to do some soul searching as an individual, as a player, as a team. They need to do some soul searching and say no more. And by the sounds of it, it's going to be. It's going to be a depleted lineup in terms of injury, which is an opportunity for somebody else. Hopefully, if you're that angry that you didn't play, well, you'll have an opportunity to play, and you can show us that you deserve to be in there.
So, first of all, let's go back to the first period and the goal that you're able to get. You're able to find a second chance opportunity and fire that in. So, walk me through that.
That was one of those shifts that we talk about all the time, getting a good forecheck, forcing a turnover. Donato had a great shot on net, and we had traffic, and I was able to put home the rebound. It's how you draw it up, and we need more of those goals.
What do you think is sort of the key to finding more of those opportunities or more of those goals? It seemed like their guy a couple of times left maybe a second chance out there. He was great on the first chance, but maybe left a second chance and just maybe not able to get there. What's going to be the key to getting to those tomorrow night?
I think keep shooting the puck, keep battling in front of the net, and just win those battles. Be there, don't wait for it, and get to the front of the net.
Also seemed like there were some times you guys had a couple of opportunities that were right there on the goal line and just maybe couldn't hammer it in. What do you say back in the locker room about being able to turn the tide on that?
And we just got to keep bearing down, and hopefully those bounces turn into goals, and it's a different game.